Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we're going to jump into the most efficient farms you can do in order to prepare for the episode 2 update on March 13th. More specifically, we're going to be talking about farms as far as currencies, different currencies, how to maybe prepare for some new guns that might be good coming with the new season, obviously new faction, new zone, a bunch of different stuff. Definitely stick around, like the video if it helped you out, subscribe if you feel that I have earned it, and then follow me over on Twitch because we are live nearly every single day. I'd love to see you guys over there. I can answer questions a lot easier. It's been a blast. We've been live streaming nearly every day. It's been awesome. So I hope to see you guys over there. But without waiting too much longer, let's jump into the prep guide. All right, so first thing right off the bat, I don't have any footage of it, unfortunately, because I forgot to record before I did them today, but it's going to be to do your daily invasions. These take like 10 minutes, if that, to do, and they're going to net you right around 6 million gold. So I always recommend, as ever, the last preparation video I did, to do your daily invasions. Head over to the highlighted zone that is red, that is Echo Swamp Investors, for example, today, and head over to the mission that's available this week. It is Seed Vault, and I believe the other one is... or sorry, not this week, but today, is the shelter. Yeah, so basically whenever you click on these, you're going to see a little portion that comes up that says invasion instead of the actual infiltration. It'll say do the invasion. That will get you your 6 million gold. It's really quick and easy to do. Obviously, a lot of people already know to do this, but if you didn't, that's going to be probably the #1 way to prep for... As far as gold, it'll give you the most amount of gold in the shortest amount of time that you can pretty much get in the game. So yeah, I always recommend it to do your invasions every single time there's a new patch. Obviously, if you can't be asked, if you're already good on gold, then obviously you don't have to worry about it. But we'll jump into some of the other ones that mainly I'll be doing to prepare for the update instead of just doing the invasions. Just wanted to quickly mention the invasions before we jump into the arrest. All right, and next up, we're going to talk about a general farm. If you're all caught up in general, this is going to be for pretty much everything, mainly gold and the enhancement, weapon enhancement axes, or otherwise known as Legos, those gold and purple little guys. This is going to be the sterile land farm. So obviously, this is a really good place to level up Descendants. If you're behind, I highly recommend leveling up Glay. Highly recommend leveling up Haley. Both really good gun Descendants right now. Also, Lepic and Enzo are very strong. Lepic really not as strong, more of a support character, and then Enzo is very, very good to basically just because the gun meta. So yeah, this is going to get you a ton of gold and a ton of the weapon parts. Now, obviously, there's going to be some new weapons coming out in the new season, or the new episode rather. We don't exactly know what they're going to be, but I would definitely recommend to have some weapon transmission parts just in case they end up being really strong, which they most likely will be because of how good the coring system is. It's proven to be. So yeah, unless there's a weapon that there might be a weapon that absolutely breaks the game. We'll have to wait and see, but I highly suggest doing this to get some weapon parts. But also gold. This is what you can do to kind of just spam. You'll get parts, quantum incubators, gold, a bunch of stuff. You can also get void shards from here. Not that really anybody needs void shards, but yeah, the Sterile Lands Special Operations Farm, obviously available in Sterile Lands, the little pink flags there. This is the one that's available this rotation. We don't quite know if they're going to bring back the other farms. The hard mode White Knight Gulch was the other farm that was very similar to this. Basically the same thing, just in White Knight Moongrave Basin. So yeah, this one's good for gold and weapon parts. Let's jump over to the next farm. And this one is going to be more for kind of a general farm. I want to highlight one specific reason. So this is going to be farming 400%. This is going to be every day. There's the 400% that are available in the red highlighted zones. Today, for example, it is the shelter. The main reason you should be doing this, and this is what probably a lot of people should be prioritizing over gold and weapon parts, is you want to fill up all of your Transcendent mods. So what I mean by this is you're going to be running these over and over, and a ton of Transcendent mods are going to be dropping, but you don't want to delete them. You want to hold on to all your Transcendent mods. Make sure to, delete all of your duplicate rares, purples, blues, and ultimates. However, make sure you save your red ones because whenever Serena launches, she's going to have Transcendent mods. We don't quite know. This video was made before the dev live stream. We don't quite know what those Transcendent mods are going to be, but we do know that she's going to have them. And as ever, you can combine Transcendent mods to get mods whenever they come out. So, you can get a ton more mods now because they increased the cap of mods up to 2,000 from 1,500. So the main reason I'll be farming 400% is to get these Transcendent mods. That is the main highlight of this farm. However, I want to make sure everybody knows you get a ton of everything from this farm. You get a ton of quantum crystals, weapon parts for those weapon transmission materials. You get mods, a crap ton of mods, which are going to give you a ton of Kuiper if you are in need of Kuiper, and then also obviously just XP, gold, the basic stuff that you're going to be getting from doing these, and very importantly enough, amorphous patterns to kill the hard mode bosses. In this case, a ton of Devourer ones today, and you'll be able to get Catalyst blueprints from this. So obviously having enough Catalyst blueprints in preparation for the new patch is always a really good idea. So that's kind of why this is up there as far as the best farm to do, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope that a lot of people find efficiency in this, and hopefully a lot of people are doing this one. I think this is probably going to be the farm that everybody's doing the week leading up to the release of the new patch. This is personally what I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing, other than the Void Erosion, which we will jump into in a bit. But let's go over to the next farm. Also, wanted to quickly mention the current Burning Embers event that is going on right now. I highly recommend you guys do this. This is 2 free catalysts just for hopping in and doing some dailies each day. Again, they take like 5 minutes. This is literally just acquiring some amorphous patterns, doing some 400%, killing one of the Void bosses, and I think the other one is killing 2 Void Reactor bosses. So super easy, super quick, and if you do this, you're going to get, a really good gold quality pet food that'll level your pet up like 10 levels when the new update comes out, the new pet. And yeah, you'll get 2 catalysts, which is free. Free catalysts are fantastic, and it's very easy to do. So yeah, highly recommend doing this whenever you log in. I wanted to quickly mention it because I totally forgot about it. But yeah, this is very easy to do, and you'll be doing it kind of while you do everything else. So yeah, don't forget about the Burning Embers event. All right, so before we talk about Void Erosion, I want to talk briefly about a topic to do with weapons. So with the new season coming out, we know there's going to be a new faction, a new zone, and we know that that new faction is going to be weak to fire. It is the only element in the game that there is not a faction weak to, so we can assume pretty much with utter certainty it's going to be weak to fire. I would like to highlight some weapons that maybe you guys don't have catalyzed, or maybe you guys don't have totally maxed out as far as their unique ability, to maybe take a look at having for the next season, or next episode rather, again, just because of how strong it's going to be to have that kind of strength or factor when it comes to enemy weakness. So I want to highlight a few weapons. We're going to start with the Restored Relic. The Restored Relic was really good in the last season, and it's a fire weapon. We used it for chill just because of the pure AoE damage that it can do. I promise you guys, it will not be as much of a CC, or crowd control if you don't know what CC means, monster that it was. However, it will do a ton of damage to these mobs that are weak to fire. This thing will absolutely blast. If you change your chills that you have on this season to fire, or if you didn't have it built, maybe this is a good idea to get it built now in preparation for episode 2. This thing is guaranteed to be a very good weapon for the season just because of how well it performed in a season where fire damage was not really that important, and it's going to be as important as ever with the new boss being most likely weak to fire, the new faction being weak to fire, etc., etc. So yeah, Restored Relic's one of them. The second one I would like to highlight is going to be Greg's. This is going to be the tactical rifle, Greg's Reverse Fate, excuse me. This thing has always been good. People used it at the beginning of the game, and it is still as good as ever. The only problem is it's not as good as some of the other guns that have been receiving the fire rate core. The C slots that are available in Greg's Reverse Fate don't currently have the ability to have fire rate on them. However, the devs have said they want to add fire rate to these cores. So with that in mind, my guess, if I were to be a predicting man, as well as a lot of other people, Greg's Reverse Fate is probably going to be absolutely insane when the new episode comes out, just because of its sheer performance in the previous seasons and the fact that it has the elemental fire attack damage on it going into the new season. I think this is probably going to be a favorite, especially if they add the fire rate cores, because fire rate is just completely broken for guns. It makes them totally overpowered for a lot of content. So yeah, Greg's Reverse Fate, Restored Relic. And then lastly, I want to just mention too, I don't know much about them because I have not built them myself. This is going to be Divine Punishment and Wave of Light. So Wave of Light has seen some play in the end game right now, and that's in bosses that aren't weak to fire. So I have no doubt that Wave of Light will probably have its day. It will probably be very good in the next season. So keep that in mind. Wave of Light Scout Rifle, farm it up if you don't have it, build it out. I don't have a build for it myself, so I will be making one if it ends up being good. I'll probably start working on this at some point this week because it just seems like it's a really fun weapon to use as well. But also Divine Punishment. Divine Punishment, this is going to be another fire weapon. It's an assault rifle. We know that in the picture of Serena, we might be receiving that assault rifle that she's carrying. Again, another prediction, another assumption, that she is carrying like an assault rifle looking gun. So I imagine we're going to be getting another fire assault rifle, or maybe it could be some other element, but I would be surprised if it wasn't fire. So the Divine Punishment might take a backseat role, and that Assault Rifle might be king. But the Divine Punishment, it's a good idea to take a look at it, especially, considering we don't really know if Serena's going to be a support character or whatnot. It might be good on Serena because it gives, certain buffs to support characters. We don't really know if she's going to be very good as far. We know she's going to be a gun descendant. We just don't know if she's going to be like Enzo and other descendants that buff guns for other descendants as well. So yeah, Divine Punishment, Restored Relic, Greg's Reverse Fate, and the Wave of Light, all kind of recommended to either A, farm up all their unique abilities so you have them ready to build when the new season comes in case they're really good, or B, if you're really ahead, maybe you can build these things out now and get ready for the new season and kind of have an advantage there. So yeah, that's going to be weapons that I would recommend having ready to go for the new season. We'll jump into the next set of farms. And the last but not least, the farm that everybody will probably be actually doing and that people have been doing for quite a while now. It is the two that are probably the most prevalent right now. So this is going to be Defiler and Void Erosion. So Defiler is going to obviously net you the core binders you need to unlock weapons to core them. Now, for this, there are going to be 4 new weapons coming in the Season 2, Episode 2. Keep in mind, it's probably not going to be 4 all at once. It'll probably be 2 and 2. Cannot confirm this. That's just what I imagine would be the case. Having 4 weapons all at once might be a little crazy, but they might also do 4 at once. So don't quote me on that, anybody. I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, 4 new weapons means if you already have all the weapons cored or you're planning on wanting to use those new weapons as a part of the new update, you think they might be worth it, have 4 core binders ready to go. This means that you have to get about 8,000 metal from the Defiler. It's a solid couple hours of farming the Defiler for sure if you want to have those cores ready, or you just have 1 or 2 ready for the new gun that might come out that you might like the most. Keep in mind, you're obviously going to have some catalysts ready for it too. But yeah, Defiler is going to get you that metal the fastest. Farming the 400% from earlier in the video is going to get you metal as well, but it is at a much slower rate than what you can do. I do have a Defiler farming video on my channel. If you want to check it out, it will be in the description below. And then following that from the Defiler, just to quickly talk about Void Erosion Purge. Obviously, Void Erosion Purge is where you get the cores, the augment cores. I have a recent video that I've posted on the most efficient ways to go from level 1 to level 24, and then all the way from level 25 to 30. If you want to grind up the waves of Void Erosion and get your efficiency up, you do receive cores the most efficient from the highest level of Void Erosion you can do. So trying to get 30 done is the best way to do it. You can easily get 5 to 6 minute runs with Glay after you've farmed a lot, your Restored Relic and other things for the build. I say easily because the run itself is easy. The hard part is actually getting there and grinding up to that point, making sure you have the level 10 cores and stuff. You can definitely do a 10 to 15 minute run with Glay with lower level cores on level 30 with your Restored Relic. Just go check out my video if you'd like to see more info on that. And yeah, stop by the stream if you guys want to see. Sometimes I'm running it solo. I can show you guys and help out, answer any questions. But yeah, Void Erosion Purge 30. Augment cores are going to be very important. Obviously, the gun meta is probably not going anywhere unless they significantly tune it down, which I doubt they will do. Guns are going to be very good for the foreseeable future. Obviously, they're adding the Descendant skill tree, so that'll help skill builds a little bit, but guns will most likely stay very, very relevant and very good in the first Descendant. So having a lot of cores ready to put on weapons is really good. I'm not saying to save every core you get. Definitely core up some weapons if you're going for them right now, but it might be a good idea to have some cores for gambling on the new weapons that come out whenever they do come out. I think this is very niche to do. In my opinion, this is what I'll be doing. It's quite important for me. I am a little bit different though. I'm trying to get weapons early so I can understand them a bit better. But yeah, you guys get the idea. That is going to be the Defiler farm and the Void Erosion Purge, 2 of the better farms in my opinion, and most more prevalent ones that probably a lot of people are going to be doing before the update. And yeah, that's the farms for the prep farms. Other than that, that's been it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that we do have the Dev Live coming up here tomorrow. I'm super excited for it. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. We do a live watch party every time the Dev Live happens. It's super goofy. We get kind of weird, but it's very exciting. We have a good time, and I'd love to see you guys over there. So don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. Also, I'm going to announce this at the end of the video for anybody that stayed long. I am going to be giving away Serena. I'm going to be giving 1 Serena away over on Twitch. So if you guys want an extra chance at getting Serena, you can be subscribed to my channel on Twitch. If you're a subscriber, you'll have an extra chance, but followers can still have a chance at getting Serena for the giveaway. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys over there for the giveaway. All you have to do is literally be followed and subscribe. Obviously, you have to be followed if you want a chance, but if you want an extra chance, you can subscribe to Twitch. Literally just going to give it away live on release day, March 13th, when the patch actually comes out. This is the first announcement I'll be making for it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like the video if it helped you out. Comment any feedback you got for me. Subscribe, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Goodbye.